And welcome to this edition of the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show. And join me, Coach Derwin Wright. Coach, a big region win on Friday night.
Oh, it was. I really think our kids responded the week before. We didn't play as well as I hoped we would have at Oneida, and our guys bounced back, our offense bounced back, and it was a good outing Friday night.
We'll take a look at that game. Plus, we'll look ahead to this week's matchup with an opponent that York's never seen before. Right after this.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal Housing Lender Member FDIC.
Back here on the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show. And, Coach, a big win, like we said, over Grundy County. You guys jumped out early, and your offense was really clicking.
Yeah, it was. I think Thomas Miller had a great night, got outside for us. Zach Gibson, he had a kind of a breakout game for him. And Nathaniel Castellan, he come in and done a great job for us. And we got clicking. We had, I think, 4 or 5 guys with 50 yards or more, and about 5 guys that got in the end zone. And another thing, we also got our passing game going a little bit. Thaddeus Tolman had 2 touchdown passes from tight end position, and we just seemed to be clicking.
Coach, as I was going to mention that your passing game, you came out looking pretty sharp with it. Durham had a couple good passes, and Barger also throwing well.
Yeah, John throws the ball well. He's we've got to use him more in those situations, and Dalton, he made a couple good passes. So, it was good to see that part of the offense get going a little bit because we need it, so we can get 10 out of the box and make teams be more honest and not just stack in there to try to stop the run.
Coach, defensively, your guys saw an air attack from Sequatchie County. They came out throwing.
Well, Grundy County, yeah, they came out. We knew they were going to run that pro-style offense, and real pleased with tackling in space, especially by our dogs, Isaiah Strong and Johan West. They did a great job in the open field. And, our corners, I think they did a better job coming up. Challenged Thomas Miller the week before, and I felt like he rose to the challenge. Thaddeus Tolman come up and made some good tackles from that position. And, so I just felt better about our defense.
And you also had a couple of turnovers. You forced a couple of turnovers, which was really good.
Yes, it was. Yeah, we got a pick. Really, it was a pick 6. No doubt Johan West was in the end zone, and Dalton Barger got a pick from the corner spot. And, it was just good to see our secondary playing better and breaking on the football.
Coach, your special teams, they had a good night as well. Didn't give up any big plays and almost all the extra points.
Well, we changed up what we were doing on kickoff, and felt like it went well. And then again, like I said, we were almost 7 for 7 on the extra point, and Johan missed the last one. And so I asked him, I said, was it a good hold? He said, yeah, Coach, it's on me. So but he's a good kicker, and I think he's going to help us big time before the year's over in some tight ball games.
Coach, how big was getting this first region win?
Well, it was huge. It was a game that we needed. Knew we were on the road and a long trip, and I good teams went on the road, and I felt like that it was one that we had to have.
Coach, of course, the week before you were, as I guess in a boxing analogy, you were knocked down, but you got back up quick.
Well, we did, and that's the thing about football, and it's what I tell our guys. It's kind of like life. You're gonna get knocked down sometimes, but how you react's what's really important. And I said, there's 2 ways we can go. We can go up or we can go down, and challenged them last week in practice, and I felt like they responded.
Last week was the first week of region play. We saw some other big games as well.
We did. We saw, we know Upperman strong. They put one on Smith County 42-0, and Sequatchie in a very tight game with Cannon County. I knew Cannon County was going to be much improved this year, so that was a real tight, close ball game, and region top to bottom is pretty tough.
Coach, so one thing a lot of folks don't realize in this region, it only takes a couple of wins to make sure you secure a playoff spot.
That's right. You need at least 2, and a lot of times 2 will get you in. But you know, I just want to see our team improve and keep improving, and that to me that's the important thing right now is just to learn from your mistakes. You know, we talked about Grundy passing, but we've got a real passing attack coming in here Friday night to the Dragon Pit.
Coach, we mentioned 2 get you in, but 2 don't get you a host a game, right?
That's exactly right. 2 gets you in, but you'll be on the road, so you know you always want to host if you can.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back to take a look at Grace Christian. They bring an air attack like we've not seen before, coming up right after this.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal Housing Lender Member FDIC.
And back here on the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show. And, Coach, what do you know about Grace Christian?
Well, you know, we've got some film on them. They played Stone. Coach Samber, you know, he played for me and he coached here, and he and I talked. And you know, quarterback number 3, he's a really good quarterback. They're no huddle. They're quick tempo, a lot of short game, a lot of deep shots. You know, on film, I'm broken down over 50 plays right now, and 48 of them have been pass plays and two run plays. So, you know, kind of just the opposite of us. We're going to line up and run the ball. They're going to line up and throw the ball, and you know, they're pretty good at it. I don't think they're, you know, any more athletic than what we are, but we're going to have to do a great job as far as pass coverage and breaking on football and doing a good job keeping receivers in front of us and that type thing.
Coach, they're coming off a bye week. A bye week, it's got to be really bittersweet for them because they took a pounding by South Dole.
They did, but now South Dole, you know, they're 5A and they're a 5A powerhouse. They're you know, a great team this year, and but you know, they opened up at Stone and won at Stone, and so you know the bye week's going to help them. We're a little banged up. We've got Edward Stockton, who's probably not going to even be able to play this week. You know, senior for us, defensive end and offensive tackle, and we got a couple other guys that are sore. So, you know, we've got to get well and get 100% on the field.
Offensively, what you got to do to move it against them?
Well, I feel like, you know, offensively we can move the ball against them. I think we got to do what we did last week, and we got to just continue to execute our offense, mix it up. The offensive line had a much better outing the other night, and you know, Oneida's good. They're a good defensive football team, and you know, but I felt like we were lower and we were blocking better Friday night than we did over there the week before, and we've got to just continue to improve in that area.
Coach, that quick strike offense, when it comes to your offense, game management, time management is going to be really important.
It is, and that's you know, kind of what we look. You know, we look to 3 yards in a cloud of dust, so to speak, and you know, and then we get our shots. We want to take them, and the other night we had a couple opportunities where I felt like they were really up there, and we were able to beat them with the tight end for touchdowns, and you know, so we got to execute. That's the most important thing is execute and set plays up and not have those penalties like we had at Oneida.
You need another big night from your special teams as well.
Yes, we do, and we've got good kickers, a good punter. Thomas Miller, boy, he boomed a punt the other night, and you know, the biggest thing is we got to make sure that coverage team's busting it so he don't outkick the coverage.
Coach, it's the first home game here. It's got to be good to be back at home.
3 on the road, it's going to be great to be home. We got 4 in a row here at home and 4 tough ones. So you know, we need that 12th man out here, and you know, big crowd Friday night at York Field, and you come out and see you know, a running attack and a passing attack.
It's not a region contest, but it'd be great to keep this momentum going after that big win the other night.
Oh yeah, to me all of them's important. You know, you want to take them 1 week at a time, and as I'll tell them today, we're 0-0, and we're starting on the day, and what we do today and Tuesday and Wednesday is going to determine what we do Friday night. So yeah, we want to be 1-0 at the end of each week.
And a lot of folks don't realize, but Grace Christian, a private school, they play in a completely different division than you guys.
Yeah, they do. They play in that private school division, and you know, pretty good football there. Grace is more of a finesse type team. It's not a team that, you know, is trying to line up and run over you. they want to set it up with a passing game, and there's a lot of teams that are very successful at that. But I think biggest thing we got to do, if we can do a good job and get some pressure on that quarterback and get him uncomfortable, I think that's the key for us to come out with a win.
And Coach, like you mentioned earlier, we need everybody to turn out.
We sure do. We need everybody at the Dragon Pit Friday night, and kickoff is at 6:30 our time.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us, and best of luck on Fridays. Your host, Grace Christian.
All right. Thank you, Gary.
That's going to do it for this edition of the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show. Be sure to turn out Friday night. You're going to see a great ball game, as it's going to be a contrast of styles between the run and the throw. We'll see that coming up on Friday night. Until then, for 15104 Sports, I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game.